Hey everyone! Welcome back to Comic Studio. And where today's video we're gonna be trying to find something really chaotic as a corrupted world, where the last time's video we did here in for some sort of like these things is for a perfect like these things, the perfect apocalypse as well. Instead of like these things as washer as well. So we're gonna be trying to browse for the comics as well. So we're not gonna be trying to here we go for just many months or many moments as well. So this is gonna be going for 85 followers. We're not gonna be consuming to review for any comics anymore because due to being somewhere scammed like anywhere for elsewhere as well. This is not as well. This is not going to be good as any day as well. It isn't gonna be going for around for finding a little bit as well. We have done here for charities random stuff and Scruffiest Comic Studio. At least we shouldn't be able to be finding as fast as possible. And I'm not gonna be going for anything as possibly as well to meet and try to find something. It wasn't gonna be actually like recommended as well. So we're gonna be started all the way to the top, and we're gonna be find some comic studio that we went. Anyways, we changed anything into category for all categories as well. We just absolutely going for the comics post, and finally we see here we're gonna be headed into the studio as well. Finally, we went into somewhere in the business as well. We just click here very quick until we just got scammed for very much as well. So here it is, the studio as well. As because it was actually called the Mirror Comic Studio because we just can't see. Welcome to the world of corruption, where I never seen these things before that I just ever seem to do this as arrive or alive like these guys as Dark reveal. But first off, in for some side of mirrors, but looks like everyone is all corrupted between of all of the pages and got ourselves like monsters and a lot. Next pages it was pretty not intense like these things as well. And another page which leads to everyone, including some sort of space like these, futuristic cartoons, and all of them, including video games, Friendship is Magic, Equestria Girls like anything as well, and many more, such as just Shapes and Beats, and like the corrupted cookies and all of them as well, including Spider-Man and superheroes that we just eventually having interested about for this anything about for these. And I eventually these are some sort of zombies who had take over everything as possible, including that starfruit smoothie as well. So including for those all of the kids, because everyone has died like these. First of the characters was so monstrous as hell, including the non-canon for around for about for those pages as well. Even for that, it was some sort of and kind of restraining as well, so bloody monster as well. And actually, by the last time's video, that contains for some sort of a bloody monstrous things as hell. But now, everything was completely bloody and being corrupted by some sort of a glitch by the time of the unexisting future as well. But nothing is actually going to be going for like anything as well, because even for characters was pretty insane like these things as well. So we're gonna be going for the others. We have Alive here, and Glitched Flowers, the OCs, Crossovers, Glitches Australians, Mirror Wedding could be a bad ending, and there's a non-canon. So which is actually some sort of for a greased monsters as well, including for some sort of a hair as well. So we're starting in the alive as well. Going for main characters, it could be Tiger Berry and Cherry Cookie with actually one eye. Bellflower was still alive before. Pomegranate, Hello Kitty one, Dark Cacao Cookie is still alive, and Currant Cream, including for some sort of a side characters such as Millennial Tree Butterflies, Pompon, Shining Glitter, Firecracker, Electro Cousins, Flame, Esper, Dino Guy, Red Cheerleader, like the enemies of well for the Federates, or Confederates as well, Rulue, Persilia, Pixolel, Curtains, Custard Cookie the Second was actually Trash Can. I'm pretty sure he wasn't really like a trash can at all. Blitzo, Empress Card, Teslo, letter A, B, C, D, and the letter E as well. Farewell Smile, Tokoyami, Tokoyami, and I'm probably it was pretty like the Shank guy over here. For over here, Millennial Tree was actually similar to her as well. Fire Spirit Cookie, Logan Dragon, Golden Cheese, L.A. Seismo as probably the rock guy over here. Shuff, Yanni. Next was this Hajime Hitana, Byron Blaney, Crow, 8-bit, which means 8-bit, Rico, Anna, Kagami Rin, Kai Yuki, Onion Cookie, Molly, like similar to Bubble Guppies, Sylvie, Princess Cookie. She was still alive, whatever it is. But an unknown enemy was actually not like him. That is the Sanic, the tree, and one part of like these guys. I'm probably not sure that this guy was an incident of mirrors as well. So we didn't actually being checked out for the princess. She was still alive, but she had still 2 arms as well anyways. So the main characters could be Tiger Berry. So we take a look at her for something. It was just looked like my mother, and I never felt it was being such as a great idea. Lost Berry, that I just probably found out in the mirror wedding, the bad ending as well. Unless we look up to her, she doesn't have one eye for this thing as well. She lost one eye, so I never figured it out. It wasn't gonna be like this Chinese as well. So, however, she was still probably alive, and she feels a little bit darkened. Going for snow with some sort of like these things. Pomegranate Cookie is still alive, but to no avail. I recently that we never found for this really earlier because of some sort of sprites as well. And not the mean like these things like Hello Kitty and Dark Cacao is still pretty like to do this. He survived for a little bit as twice. And then that becomes an extreme monster like these things and Currant Cream. I never got here before. So my new idea is we're gonna be trying to add some, I really don't know what it is. We're gonna be using for some sort of, oh no, I'm gonna be using for some backgrounds and other non-canons as well, so I'm not gonna be doing for like anything it was. So next one is the infected flowers, glitched lily isn't one of the incidents, like therefore, she was corrupted by somewhere else to do this, including Wind Archer Cookie. So, he's not a monster like anyways, because he was just probably a good person, but nothing is actually turns out, especially for a sea fairy, like anything as well. So, but I'm not pretty interested about for some sort of like these things. Internal Eye of Glitch. Oh dear, this is not pretty whatsoever. Try to do this something like good ideas. The first thing we have discovered, like those pretty infected ones, like the monsters and strippers, like probably to do this. And the survivors were probably less than uninterested about for these things as well. And the next one is going to be for crossovers, like we got anything from them from there on, and pretty stupid as well. Mirrored cookies such as so glitched it away for moon thing as well, including the time jeeper. Oh dear, what an actually for one bad thing. Glitched Australian, whoa! She was finally glitched out, including timekeeper. It was actually like the monsters like these things. Not even for some sort of a bad ending like these things. And the non-canon could be something else. Monstrous things? What happened to him? He got bitten and being glitched out. Or not glitched. So eventually the Princess Cookie just completely turns into a monster. So not anyways, that isn't gonna be going for round for this girl. She is a zombie. And okay, let's try to add something else without gonna be trying to do this like anything before. I really never felt that she tried to do this to open that night. So I never felt that this isn't going to be to do this as anyways. To sleep at like these things, but I can't be interested like these things, but I have to use for a crossover like anyways.